Hey guys, it's Phil Morrison. I help people overcome social anxiety. I decided to make a quick video in the area of shadow work, kind of fitting that it's dark outside. And I like my content to be fresh and honest. So it's no fresher and honest than talking about a challenge that you're currently going through and beating using your experience. So I'm pretty sure that everyone can relate to the topic of self-doubt. And me personally, over the past year, I've had various attacks of self-doubt in different areas of life. So earlier on this year, I had massive self-doubt regarding my own business. My inner demons were telling me that I couldn't make more sales, I wouldn't get more clients, people wouldn't want to work with me. And I proved this to be untrue, not grounded on reality. And actually, the self-doubt attacks, they tended to come just before I was about to make a breakthrough and get to an even better level in coaching and get more clients. So usually when the self-doubt kicks in, it's because you're challenging your own beliefs. Fear tries to sabotage you and keep you stuck where you are because it's familiar and therefore it's safe. And it doesn't want you to level up because that's new territory and it could be dangerous. So when self-doubt kicks in, it's actually a sign of success. That's the first thing to know. Self-doubt in me kicked in yesterday and it was very, very, very active. My inner demon was telling me that I can't get a girlfriend. No matter what I do, it's going to be impossible for me to meet somebody. No one's going to want to go out with me. It made me feel like I was ugly. I knew this wasn't true. It was just my programming trying to attack me and stop me making progress. And I managed to beat it. So in the past, this would have crushed me. To be honest with you, it would have laid me out flat. But because I have experience, I knew what to do. The first thing I want to tell you is that when you have an attack of self-doubt, so it's a sign of success, and I want you to actually slow down and observe the process playing out in its own time. You might notice the emotions changing, the sensations changing in your body, different thoughts coming in. And what you'll probably notice is that you're feeding the self-doubt attack. You're actually adding fuel to the fire and you're allowing yourself to remain in this state because it's addictive. And when you can see yourself doing this, it gives you extra power to actually step back and learn to feed the self-doubt less and less and less. So that's exactly what I did. I recognized how I was feeding this self-doubt narrative and started to give myself some headspace, some emotional space by watching the process, observing the process, but not engaging with it. So that's the first step. Observe but don't engage the inner demons. Give yourself some space from them. The next step is to have a really honest conversation with another person that you trust, someone that's supportive, someone that's got your back. Lay it out on the table. Call it out. Talk about it. Allow yourself to feel what you're currently feeling. Don't hide it. It's way braver to be vulnerable than hide it. So tell someone that, do you know what? I'm going through some self-doubt right now and I'm struggling in this area of life. I feel this way. Just get it off your chest. And if you do that and you're calm and slow and you give yourself the time, you'll feel so much better afterwards. That's exactly what I did today. So I spent time with a friend who I hadn't seen in a while. I called out my own inner demons, had a really honest conversation, which inspired me and inspired him. And definitely I feel a damn sight better now. And I also called it out in other conversations. It works wonders for beating self-doubt. And basically, in the past, this would have been a setback, and it would have just knocked me out. I would have come across really afraid. It would have really rocked me. But with experience, you can beat self-doubt when it comes on much better, and you can use it as fuel to take action, move forwards in life. And it's nice to better understand your own psychology and how your own brain works. And in my case, I know exactly why the self-doubt exists. It's because I used to have crippling levels of social anxiety, and I've overcome that. And the rules have changed for me, the current me versus the past me. So the past me used to really, really struggle just to find a date. And literally, to get my first girlfriend, I went out in public, having conversations with girls, pushing my comfort zone 4 times a week for 6 years. And for those 6 years, 4 times a week consistently, I was getting no's across the board, not interested, don't want to go out with you, rejection, rejection, rejection. Then I got a yes, and I got my first girlfriend. This was when I was 24. So from the ages of 18 to 24, I went through this process. Since then, I've gained immense amounts of confidence, transformed as a person, and now it's very, very different. And before I started out in the business journey, I basically got really confident working on myself, and I went on 30 dates in 1 year, just from meeting girls in everyday life. But even though I've done that, the past still exists. And the past comes up and creates stories to try and scare me and intimidate me. But I know that it's not true because of the experience that I've got. And I don't say this to show off or brag. In fact, I don't even do dating coaching anymore. I started off doing that. But really the whole time, it was just social anxiety coaching. That's really what it was. So, because social anxiety is the root cause of problems in dating relationships. So it's all about overcoming social anxiety, being honest, building confidence. And now I just do purely social anxiety coaching. But because of my past, I know that I have demons, and calling them out, honest conversations, feeling them 100%, you really being present with those emotions does wonders for you. A simple exercise you can do right now, if you're going through an attack of self-doubt, to experience the benefits of calling things out. Open up a note page on your phone and write your emotions out. Write all of them out. Say, right now, I'm afraid in my romantic life. Right now, I'm excited about my career change next year. I'm nervous about this. I'm worried about this. Just write all your emotions out on a note page on your phone. And what this will do, it will start to untangle the mixture, the potential whirlwind of emotions that you're currently experiencing. And it will center you, give you that calmness, that groundedness, that clarity. Because when there's a tangled mess of things going on, it's confusing. But when you've called it out, so you've called it out to a note page on your phone, there's centeredness and clarity. And know that you can think really, really fast, but emotions are slow. And they lag behind thinking, and they even lag behind action taken. So when you take some positive actions, you often have a delayed emotional response, meaning that you don't feel the benefits straight away. It can come a little bit later on. And this exercise definitely helps out a lot of the time. But it's definitely more powerful to call it out to a real person. So observe but don't engage, and learn how to feed the self-doubt less. Know that it's a sign of success and call it out. Have an honest conversation. If you can't do that, note page on your phone, just write all your emotions out. And if you want to practice having a super honest conversation and you don't know who to talk to, I'm happy to jump on a Zoom call for 30 minutes free of charge and help you out. I know the wonders that confession and honest conversations can do. Change my life, change the life of many of my clients, and I want other people to understand better, to better understand how to manage and overcome their own anxiety and live their best life, basically. Hope that you got some value from this video. I apologize if it's grainy. I just got back from town and maybe my phone isn't the best in the dark, but since it relates to shadow work, some humor in the fact that it is on a dark, there's a dark background. There's a more peaceful feel to it when it's dark, something that I personally believe in. A bit of balance in your life, the dark and the light. But yeah, 100%, if you're going through an attack of self-doubt, have lots of really honest conversations, keep calling it out, and over time you get so much better. Like in the past, when I got triggered, it would knock me back for weeks, and now it's like a day a lot of the time. If it's a massive trigger and a huge anxiety, of course that takes longer to process. Of course that can take weeks, can take months. But when you know the process, you can continuously make progress, and you'll know you're doing it right because you'll feel better and you'll feel lighter and lighter and lighter over time. If you're interested in trying a free 30-minute Zoom call, send me an email and we'll schedule one for January, February next year. Certainly happy to help you out. And also I'm excited to make more progress in my life and my business next year. I'm going to go for it more with the social media. This year I've been so busy coaching and doing events. That's been my main focus. So I've kind of boshed out some videos when I've had a spare moment. But next year I'm going to take the video making more seriously and enjoy putting lots of content out there, providing massive value, keeping it real, keeping it fresh. So yeah, hope that you got value from this and enjoy your Christmas break.